What if I told you that some of the most common foods in your kitchen, foods you've trusted for decades, could quietly raise your cancer risk day by day, bite by bite? While cancer is often blamed on genetics or age, experts now know that everyday food choices play a powerful role, especially for seniors between 65 and 75, whose immune systems may already be under stress from aging. In today's video from Golden Aging Health, we're uncovering 3 cancer-causing foods that doctors warn you should stop eating immediately. We'll explain the science, the symptoms, and what to eat instead, all backed by trusted sources like Harvard Health and the American Cancer Society. Before we get started, tap that like button and hit subscribe to Golden Aging Health so you never miss out on more practical, science-backed tips for aging gracefully and staying healthy after 60. Now, I'll reveal one common food that's been linked to colon, stomach, and pancreatic cancers, yet it's served at nearly every senior center in the country.
Food number 1, processed meats. The first food doctors are urgently warning seniors to stop eating is processed meat, not because it's new, but because its danger has been hiding in plain sight for decades. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, ham, hot dogs, and cold cuts are often cured or smoked using nitrates and nitrites. These chemical preservatives may make the meat look fresh and taste savory, but once they hit high heat, they turn into carcinogenic nitrosamines. That's a serious problem, especially after 60, when your cells become more vulnerable to DNA damage and inflammation. The risk climbs sharply. According to a major report from the World Health Organization, these meats are now classified as Group 1 carcinogens, the same category as tobacco. The American Institute for Cancer Research adds that just one hot dog a day could raise your colorectal cancer risk by up to 18%. That's not fear, it's data. But here's the part most people miss. It's not just about cancer risk decades down the line. Many seniors start noticing chronic bloating, fatigue, or irregular bowel habits, and they dismiss them as normal aging. But often, those symptoms are early red flags of digestive inflammation that need attention now. My friend Frank, a 72-year-old retired train engineer from Illinois, he started every morning with a few slices of bacon and a sausage patty. Said it made him feel like a man again. But after months of subtle stomach cramps, his doctor ordered a colonoscopy. The diagnosis? Early stage colon cancer. The good news? They caught it before it spread. The first thing his oncologist told him wasn't about chemo or surgery. It was food. Cut the processed meat, Frank. Your body's had enough. So Frank changed course. He swapped his usual breakfast for an omelet with mushrooms and spinach, grilled chicken breast for lunch, and a bean chili for dinner. At his 6th-month follow-up, his energy had returned. No more bloating, and most importantly, no signs of cancer recurrence. His story reminds us of this. What you remove from your plate is just as powerful as what you add. Here are some of the same cancer-fighting swaps Frank used, approved by nutritionists and cancer prevention experts. Grilled salmon or chicken breast, lentil or bean patties, tofu scrambles with veggies. Do you still eat bacon, sausage, or deli meat regularly? Or have you already swapped them out? Drop your story in the comments. We'd love to hear how you're navigating this change. Coming up next, we'll talk about a popular kitchen oil, one that many seniors think is heart healthy, but it could be increasing your risk for breast, prostate, and pancreatic cancers.
Food number 2, refined vegetable oils.
You might think vegetable oil is a smart choice, but many refined oils like corn and soybean oil could be doing the opposite of what you expect, especially after 60. Instead of protecting your heart, they may be increasing your cancer risk. For decades, oils like corn, soybean, sunflower, and canola oil have been marketed as healthy alternatives to butter and lard. But here's what many older adults don't realize. These oils are heavily processed and contain high levels of omega-6 fatty acids. Now, omega-6s aren't evil, they're essential in small amounts. But when they dominate the diet, especially in seniors who aren't eating enough omega-3s, it leads to chronic inflammation, which plays a direct role in the development of breast, prostate, and even pancreatic cancers. According to a 2020 study published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute, high dietary omega-6 to omega-3 ratios were associated with a 40% increased risk of breast cancer recurrence in older women. That's a staggering statistic. Here's what happens inside the body. Excess omega-6 fatty acids trigger an overproduction of pro-inflammatory molecules like prostaglandins and cytokines. Over time, this inflamed internal environment creates the perfect breeding ground for damaged cells to mutate and cancer cells to thrive. Dr. William Lee, a Harvard-trained physician and researcher in angiogenesis, how blood vessels feed cancer cells, explains chronic inflammation is a silent driver of tumor development. Reducing processed omega-6 oils in the diet is one of the most impactful steps older adults can take. But here's the kicker. Many of these oils are hidden in everyday foods: store-bought salad dressings, margarine, frozen meals, crackers, and even so-called healthy granola bars. You don't have to cut oil in the kitchen to protect your health. Here are some smart oil swaps that experts suggest for reducing inflammation and lowering cancer risk. Cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil for higher heat cooking. Sprinkle in chia seeds, walnuts, and ground flaxseed to bring in omega-3s. Finally, I'll uncover a common brown snack that's loved for its crunch, but it's hiding something dangerous inside, especially for aging kidneys and the liver.
Food number 3. Acrylamide-rich snacks. Potato chips and overcrisped carbs. Let me tell you about Jerry, a 69-year-old retiree from Kansas who loved the simple pleasures in life: morning coffee, afternoon card games with friends, and a salty bowl of chips during the evening news. Jerry never thought twice about his snacking habits. They're just potato chips, he'd say. I've been eating them for 40 years. But over time, he started to feel different. It began with low energy. Then came the frequent nighttime urination, a dull ache in his lower back, and constant bloating that wouldn't go away. At first, Jerry chalked it up to age, but a routine checkup told a different story. His kidney function was declining, and his doctor flagged potential signs of early liver strain. What surprised Jerry most? It wasn't alcohol. It wasn't red meat. It was the acrylamide hiding in the chips, fries, and even brown toast he ate almost every day. Acrylamide is a chemical that forms in starchy foods when they're cooked at high temperatures, like frying, roasting, or baking. According to the National Cancer Institute, acrylamide is a probable human carcinogen, especially concerning for seniors whose detox systems slow down with age. It's been linked to kidney, liver, and endometrial cancers. And studies from cancer epidemiology, biomarkers, and prevention have shown that older adults with high acrylamide intake face a significantly greater risk of developing kidney issues and certain cancers, especially when antioxidant intake is low. Jerry's doctor helped him make some easy changes. No drastic diets, no expensive meal plans, just better choices. He swapped out chips for air-popped popcorn, added steamed sweet potatoes to dinner instead of fries, and even started using the toaster at a lower setting so his bread came out golden, not brown or burnt. And within just 2 months, Jerry's bloating subsided. His kidney markers improved. He slept through the night again for the first time in years. He told us, "I never imagined something as small as how brown my food got could affect my organs, but it did. I feel lighter, clearer, and more in control." So if you're like Jerry and you enjoy a little crunch now and then, here's how you can still satisfy that craving without feeding inflammation or increasing cancer risk. Choose air-popped popcorn or roasted chickpeas for your crunch cravings. Roast sweet potatoes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until tender. Avoid browning. Go light on toasting breads or waffles. Check for acrylamide content in packaged snacks and opt for lighter cooking. Is potato chips one of your favorite go-to snacks too? If you've been thinking about making a healthier change, we'd love to hear from you. What better-for-you snack are you planning to try instead? Share your ideas in the comments. Your tip might inspire someone else to make a smart swap too. Let's take a moment to reflect on the 3 doctor-warned cancer-causing foods we explored today. Each one a common item in many seniors' kitchens, but backed by research as a hidden threat to long-term health. Processed meats. These include bacon, sausage, ham, and deli meats. They're preserved with nitrates and nitrites, which turn into cancer-causing compounds in the body, especially dangerous for the colon and stomach. Refined vegetable oils. Oils like soybean, corn, and canola are high in omega-6 fats that fuel inflammation when not balanced by omega-3s. Chronic inflammation is a known driver of cancer cell growth, particularly in the breast, prostate, and pancreas. Acrylamide-rich snacks. Found in overly browned foods like potato chips, burnt toast, and fries. Acrylamide is a heat-created chemical linked to kidney, liver, and endometrial cancers. Seniors are especially vulnerable due to slower detox functions. These aren't fads or myths. They're real, evidence-backed risks supported by the National Cancer Institute, Harvard School of Public Health, and the American Institute for Cancer Research. And the best part? You don't need to change everything overnight. No fancy supplements, no extreme diets. Just small, consistent upgrades that protect your cells, reduce inflammation, and help your body fight back, naturally and powerfully. By becoming more mindful of these hidden dangers and choosing smarter substitutes, you're doing far more than changing your meals. You're strengthening your body's defense system, protecting vital organs, and stacking the odds in your favor as you age. If this video helped you, please tap like, share it with a friend who snacks on chips or still loves their morning bacon, and subscribe to Golden Aging Health for more expert-backed health videos tailored to seniors. And don't forget to check out the link in the description for my full playlist on cancer in aging bodies, including signs of cancer and maintaining healthy aging through the years. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of your body. It's your strongest ally. We'll see you in the next video.